So today I'm on my way to Chernihiv. I took the metro to the bus station. Now waiting. These are all the different buses going to all the different cities. And I've even got my buddy going with me, so we're just waiting on the bus. Chernihiv is a city I've never been to. It's up closer to the Russian border. I just saw today it's only about a 45-minute ride from Slavutic, which is one of the cities I really want to go to. It's a new city they built in 1986, I think, when they evacuated Chernobyl and Pripyat. They moved all the workers to Slavutic, so it's the newest city in Ukraine. I didn't realize it was this close to Chernihiv. I'm only going for 2.5 days or so, so I don't have enough time to go over there, so I'll have to make that another trip. So we're waiting on the bus. We're about 15 minutes away from leaving, and hopefully this goes okay. I made it on the bus. I'm the only person on the bus. I think we're supposed to pick up 3 or 4 more people on the way. The guy was telling me, no, I'm not supposed to have a dog, which he's in a carrier, so I don't know the problem. He told me to go ahead and get on the bus, but now he's on the phone, so I hope he's not trying to kick me off the bus. Hey, boy. Okay, we just arrived in Chernihiv. I was waiting to go all the way to it's called the auto bus stop, but they actually stopped at a stop right here, right across the street from my hotel, so you can't get much luckier than that. It's a pretty cool city limit sign on the way in, but I couldn't get a good photo of it because I was in an almost tour bus, so you can't see it until it's right on the side of you, and it goes by so fast. So go check in the hotel. Got a big park across the street here. Maybe take Carl out for a nice long walk in the park. Very nice weather, and then let's go check out the city. Okay, made it, checked in the hotel. I went through booking.com. They didn't have a copy of my reservation. They didn't have any track of it, even though I had a confirmation, so luckily I still got a room. It's right on the main street. The bus stopped right in front of the hotel, so I'm hoping on the way back, I'm going to check and see if it stops there on the way back, so I don't have to go to the actual bus stop. That'll save me. I was supposed to have a room of the inner courtyard, which is basically buildings and a parking lot, but it looks like I've got a balcony, I do, with a view of the main street here in the park. Oh, there we go. So this is kind of sits on the edge of town. We came in and we drove through right by 2 or 3 different parks. We came down the street here and the bus turned, and where these yellow buses are, that's where the bus stopped and dropped me off. So I was pretty fortunate. So we're getting ready to go out and walk around and see what Chernihiv has to offer. Carl is tap dancing like crazy. So this is an older Soviet-style hotel. The lift, I guess they're working on the lift. They're doing some construction, so you had to go around the back area through the parking lot, walk up 4 flights of stairs. But let's take a look and see what $21 a night gets you in Chernihiv. So not bad. Got a water kettle, tea, coffee, air conditioner for the summer months, TV, bed, small desk. It does have your own separate toilet with a stand-up shower, which is good. So you have to watch some of these hotels. You still have to share toilets. I made sure to get one with my own toilet. And it's even got a little pair of slippers to wear around. Sometimes they have robes, but no robe here. So, okay. Not too bad. So $21 gets you, plus another $3 for breakfast in the morning, so $24 a night with breakfast gets you in Chernihiv. So I'm going to get car ready, grab something to drink, coffee, and then we're going to head out and see what the city has to offer. Oh, by the way, I read real quick, the first mention of the city of Chernihiv was in the Rus-Byzantine Treaty in the year 907 AD, so the city can trace its roots back to the 1st century. Rushed out of the hotel and left my phone on the charger. So, hotel is on the corner behind me here. So this is the main street that goes through Chernihiv, and there's a park. You can see the walkway goes as far down as you can see that way, and also as far down as you can see that way. So pretty good park right in the middle of town, which is good for El Doggo. You already had enough? Carl's not what you would call a big walker. So we're out here taking a walk. It's looking, I like this building up here above the restaurant. I see a sign for a big museum down that way, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I left my phone in the room, so I can't look anything up. I may have to go back before I get too far from the hotel. So this is something I've noticed. I've showed you guys in the past videos that all the crows in Kiev are gray and black, and they're solid black here. There's one, there's a small one, but they're solid black like normal crows. They're not the gray ones. Wandered onto the main square here. So one thing I noticed is this main square, it's all bricks on their sides. I wonder how long it took them to do all of this. So I was looking around the square. Here's a theater. This is like a live theater. Don't know what that is. This is probably like a city administration building over here because I see the trees up top. And over here is actually a movie theater. Not sure what this is down here. On the other side, there's a church I see behind over there, so I'll have to go to this church eventually. And then the park continues all the way down here, which is the way that the bus came in. And I saw there were a couple of really cool churches on this, and actually, I think as I walk here, I can see one in the distance down there. Yeah, I think that's the very first one we saw when we came in town, and on the other side of that, it's a grass hill as you're coming into town, and it has Chernihiv, the name of the city, carved in the side of the hill. So that's where we first came into town. So alright, I think I'm going to walk over here by the memorial wall. Keep coming, buddy. Keep coming. Come on. I have to crouch down like I'm going to pick him up to get him to come to me. Okay. Another memorial to the soldiers that have died in the conflict in Donbass is still ongoing. Heroi ne vidamnaut. Heroes never die. Vishnya pamyat heroim. It's eternal glory, or sorry, eternal memory of the heroes. Talks about this as a memorial to the soldiers here. And you can see here it's 2014 to no end date yet, still ongoing. So this memorial right around the corner here is actually the Nemesia Stonia. So this is the Heavenly 100, the 100 that were killed on during the Euromaidan Revolution. So it's kind of strange. I didn't know they had memorials for them outside of Kiev. So it's the first one I've seen to the Heavenly 100 outside of the city. Really nice little park. The wind is blowing funny, so I don't know if it's gonna hit the microphone. So a little stage they've got set up in the middle here. Little live shows. Nice flowers. And there's the big church. One of the things I was excited about the city, they have 2 breweries here, and I fully intend to try both of them. Beerwella and one of, I have to think of the other one. This a sign right here. It's Pub Robata and then Beerwella. It's one of the beers, so I'm going to try these before too long. The other pub I really want to go to is Amber Pub. It's supposed to be a local's favorite spot with really good hamburgers. Dropped Carl off the hotel. His little legs were wearing out on him, and got to get my phone so I could kind of look stuff up. So I'm just walking the park in the other direction. This is one of the World War II memorials, and then I'm not sure what this is in the end here. Here's a pretty cool sculpture though. I think it's also one of the more memorials here. End of the park is another extremely Soviet sculpture, but I have no idea what this is to or about. I think I should turn around and walk back the other way. I didn't even go to the end of the park. The park just keeps going and going and going. This street here, called Meru. It's the main street in town. It's one way. So this is Meru Street, and then it's also on the other side of the park here because they're both one way. But it goes the length of the city when you come in. There's a park the entire way. I can't believe how big this park is. Uh-oh. Woman driver. Hey, guy. They have a pretty decent playground here for the kids. Kiev has some pretty cool murals. I just saw this one. Definitely worth showing you guys. This is on the side of like a movie theater, I think. Because I also wanted to show you guys. Like, you've heard of a 3D cinema. What is a 9D? What's 9D? Anybody knows what 9D is? Let me know. Do they stick you in like a virtual reality suit so you can feel everything too? These ICO stores. Everybody goes crazy on these electronic cigarette things here. Techno Center. Okay. There's a Zoom here just like in Kiev, except Zoom in Kiev is that massive high dollar department store, or mall I guess you would call. So from what I've heard, Zoom back during the Soviet times meant like the main store on the main square in town where everybody would go to get their things. So a lot of them just kept this. I just noticed this pretty cool old mural back here. I know I said mural, but that's not what I meant. I meant mosaic. I'm glad they kept a lot of these mosaics and didn't tear them down. Okay, here's your English lesson for the day. Billiard. B-I-L, soft sign. Yeah, ard. Billiard. I don't know if I've actually seen an actual billiard hall here before. I'm only walking the streets before I actually set off on an actual tour thing tomorrow. It's kind of really cool little building here. I don't know if it's probably a restaurant. Has to be a restaurant. I see up there it's Perak. I've seen, okay, so I saw this on the website when I was looking at things to do. This is like a restaurant that's patterned after like an old little village inside. It's like a pretty upscale little restaurant, really traditional. So I may have to eat here today or tomorrow. Hog of the year. I saw that there's a hog parking only sign back there. Kiev chapter, I guess a motorcycle club. The mayor there says Pivo y Miasa, so beer and meat. Have to check that out later. Here's right next to the restaurant. It's a really Soviet apartment complex here. I do like this little wooden carving of like a leprechaun. So during Soviet times, any building over 5 stories tall had to have a lift put in it. I've seen some here that are over 5 stories, but this is definitely not a newer building. You can tell. Walking down the street is some kind of, oh, maybe a school. I like the little cat sculptures here. Kievska 30 on the sign. Not sure what this is. Maybe a school. The vines. I like this woodwork too. So I've been in Kiev for 2 years, so I'm right down in the city. I never hardly see houses, so for me it's kind of strange to see, you know, houses now. I'm just not used to seeing that. So I'm kind of walking down through this residential area. Chernihiv kitty. Okay, I guess we'll have to do another one. It's like a little bit of Cuba right in the heart of Chernihiv. Oh, restaurant, bar, maybe? Oh, nice. Oh, how nice they have a communist on the side of the building. Cool little restaurant. Moja Odeska Kuchnia, so my Odessa kitchen. I'm guessing seafood. Little version of Popeye there. Pamyadniki. So Pamyad is like memorial. Pamyadniki is where they make, you can see they make like headstones and things for the graves. Getting ready to turn around, but I just saw this building. Oh, it's like a sports center. It's got a bunch more mosaics, like the sports mosaics on top of it. So I'll film this real quick before I turn back. I see here it's a sports school. Sportivna Skola. See out in the back all the little soccer fields. Here, the Olympic runners. I don't know if it's like a floor routine, dance, more soccer players, high jump. Also, a pretty good sized stadium in here too. So this is where they want to come train to be future football stars of Ukraine. Nice facility though. Another old school mosaic up there. I'm trying to read this here. So, I'm trying to get my limited Ukrainian here. I'm pretty sure this says it's the Chernihiv Institute for Information, Business, and Rights. Oh, no, no. Prava, not pravda. Prava. I have to look up there real quick to see what that is, the last thing. I was right, it does mean rights. Pravda means right. Prava, I guess it means like rights. I've just never seen it written that way. Maybe same root word, I've just never seen it that way. So Institute for Information, Business, and Rights. Paralleling the main street back there, but I'm like 2 blocks off the main street. And if the buildings are counting correctly, here's block 30, which means I'm just now back to where my hotel is on the main street. But I wanted to walk down a little further. It's I don't know if I've never noticed in Ukraine, or if it's just this city that each like business or house number is not numbered different. The entire block is numbered. Like this is 28, and it's 28B, D, E, you know, for the different businesses. So that's a little strange. Oh, here's the Reichardt Hotel. That's the chain that I stayed in when I went to Zhytomyr. Nice little hotel. I didn't realize it's one block away from where I'm staying now. I'm staying in the old Soviet-style hotels. When I travel, like just do like little 2 or 3 day trips. I don't spend a lot of time in the room anyway, so I just pretty much need a bed. That's a cool building. Oh, it's an official building. It's got the blue writing on it. Sluzba Stasit. Something about the status in Ukraine. I have no idea what that is. Buildings like houses. We've got one on one of the main streets in Kiev, close to where I live, and it was vacant for a while. It was kind of looked like this. Has pretty cool wood lattice work up around the top, and I've noticed they've recently opened it as a pretty nice restaurant. So I'm gonna have to go in there and check it out sometime. It's like I don't want to turn the camera around because the sun's behind me. I'm walking away from my hotel. I was going to walk back up towards the main square, but I saw some building down here that actually looked pretty Soviet at the end of here. So, bar. I'm gonna have to stop there on the way back. I haven't had a beer since I got here. The Credo bar. I still want to try one of the local beers. Oh, there's right behind me on the other side, a bar called Craft Bar. So I'm not sure what this building is down here at the end, but it's pretty Soviet looking, so I thought I'd come check it out. Electric buses are in pretty bad shape here. Got some new ones in Kiev, but ooh, that one's pretty bad. The Palats Urachisti Podia. I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea what that is. I should have got it on film. A couple just got married and had me take their photos. So I just looked this up on Google Maps. It is the city registration department. So evidently they just got married, and basically like the courthouse. And I was wondering, because there's this thing over here where I'm assuming people take photos in front of it. It looks like a heart. So I was kind of wondering if this is what this was. So you get married, you have to come down, make it legal, register. Strange enough, I just noticed I haven't seen one homeless dog since I've been here. I'm sure they're here, I just haven't seen any yet. Strange. This is a little different. See this building here. Oh, it's a music school. Muzyczna szkoła. Now that makes a little more sense why there is a piano in the park. Like the carvings up top. Got a balalaika. Looking back up towards the square, I see a park, but I also just saw this on this old building here. Thought these were weird. Is that the oh, good grief. What are the bricklayers? Masons. Is that the Mason's compass behind the face mask there? I can see that's a Cossack, but I don't know who it is. Oh. Perislav. I'm blind, I can't read that far. 1654. The door is open, but it's locked. Maybe it's too late. Try to come in tomorrow. It's a pretty small little cathedral inside. This is in the park. right next to it, right behind this little church. So here it's written in English too. So St. Pareski's Church. Oh, I'll start up here. So earliest 20th century photo. Earliest 20th century photo. One from the ruins of the church. I guess it was bombed out in 1945. And then that's what this bottom photo here is after it's bombed out, and then reconstruction on it. It's on the outside of the church. This must have been maybe the original foundation of the original church. It was bombed before it was rebuilt. It's kind of a cool, interesting little area right across the street from the little church I was just showing you. Just see what's down here. Thought this was cool. I just stopped the tattoo shop. Tattoo Veen. These on both sides are just little like boutique shops, services. I saw a spa back on the other side, a dental place, some little boutique clothing stores. Kind of a nice little area. Yeah, I thought I was paralleling the square, but I think this road that I was just walking down wasn't 100% paralleling the main street. That's okay. So here's another cathedral I have to check out sometime. And what is this sculpture? Now that I said that, the main square is right up to my right. I guess I just didn't see this church earlier because it kind of sits back off the main square a little bit. So I don't know if it's open or anything. I have to find out. First time I've seen that. For the name of this church, I'll probably wait to try to do all this stuff tomorrow. It looks kind of big. There is a church here called St. Anthony's, and it has underground caves, so I definitely want to go in and see those while I'm here. Sign back here that said there's 3 churches here. 1, 2, 3. So I'll definitely probably wait tomorrow to go through this. I can read up about them a little bit. Seeing with both of these, they're not just regular cathedrals inside, they're actually museums inside. Which, funny enough, I don't care as much about seeing those. I want to see the actual inside the cathedrals. There's another one over here. Oh, I like the house. And a nice park. That's something for kids back there. I see from 6 to 14 years old. Oh, I see pictures on the right. It looks like wrestling. Like you're teaching wrestling or something. I want to go find out where these are. It's one of the things I wanted to see. The cannons, they're still here. That's what they used originally to defend the city back in the day. There's the 3 churches, originally how they look. They're doing some work on it. All the way back over here, and here's the couple that just got married that I took a photo of earlier in the pink dress. This guy here. Now they're asking somebody else to take their photos. So there's all this here, huh? So I'm on the back side of like number 2 and 4 here, and it looks like all the way over here is where the cannons were set up. And now I'm trying to think of, is this behind me? I'm turned around, I've got to figure out which way to go now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure back up here is where the cannons are, like off the back wall, and you can see the, up here. Oh, maybe they're gone. But it looks like those brick things are where the cannons were sitting originally. Not sure what river this is. And I wonder what that building is down there. Well, I see 2 of the cannons left. So all the other cannon pads up here are missing. I wonder if they've taken them down for repair or something. It's funny that to turn this to raise them up and down. I wonder how much these actually weighed. wonder what that big parking lot over there used to be too. There's that building. I have to ask somebody what that is. I wonder if that's like the riverport they use for shipping stuff. This looks like just a channel that goes off the main river out here. So this is Taras Shevchenko, famous Ukrainian poet. Actually says T. Shevchenko. It's written in Cyrillic cursive though. That's why the first letter looks like an M. Some more of the cannons. Hopefully the sun won't be too bad. There they are. They're the smaller ones along the wall here. Here's what it looked like in its heyday. Yeah, I definitely should probably take a tour of this tomorrow so I know. It's funny, there's the building that I'm standing up top. I was asking what that building was. This is the big cathedral we passed earlier. This is the one I originally thought it was. So this main street, sorry, something just flew up my nose. You can't see, it's a traffic circle here, but the bus came in this main street, and then, so the cathedral's here. On the back side of the cathedral is this grassy hill. That's right through here is where Chernihiv is written, like carved in the grass. I wonder, maybe tomorrow I'll take a photo of that. So I was so close, I decided just to walk down here today. So there's the back side of the cathedral. It's the road we came in. There's Chernihiv and a little shrubbery on the side of the hill. And it's like the common thing to do at night is sit with your loved one out here on the bench and overlook the traffic circle. I just looked at my watch. I've literally only been in town for 3 hours. My pedometer on my Fitbit just hit 18,000 steps. It's wondering when my legs hurt, so I'm gonna have to sit here pretty soon. But every time I do something, like I wanted to come here and see the name of this church because I want to find the one that has the caves underneath it. Walk here and then I see like an old Soviet monument over here. So every time I walk somewhere, then I see something else and just keep walking. So, see where this ends. Oh, I like a little chubby chihuahua here. I've got a fat chihuahua too. It says something to the freedom of, and something, will you be nationalist Ukraine, something, and for the freedom of Ukraine. I got it. It's fighters for volu. Volya is will. It's just a connotative of the word volya. And independence, fighters for the will and independence of Ukraine. This is one of the Cossack warriors. I read that these pubs also, I'm sorry, you can tell what's on my mind. I've read these fountains also light up at night. Say memorial to Chernihiv, 26 April 1986. Wow, the music's loud.